Seattle SWAT team leader Travis Hall gets a call waking him out of bed about a sudden operation that is taking place. His wife complains that it's a holiday, like criminals take days off. Travis gets ready and heads to his car when she comes again wanting to talk to him now of all times, but Travis reminds her that he is late and heads out. He gets to the headquarters where he and his team are briefed by their chief Ellen Dwyer regarding a shipment belonging to the massive drug ring known as the Sao Paulo Locos, which according to their intel, is their most important shipment to date, and gives the team the task of intercepting the shipment and confiscating whatever is inside. Ellen comes over to Travis, who is a little concerned about the sudden intel, but Ellen reassures him that the intel is solid. The team head out in an armored vehicle along with 2 DEA agents who think that the operation should go over smoothly, since their latest intel is that the gang has been getting sloppy. The team gets to the abandoned shipping center and begins to sweep the building, which is empty. The team split up into 2 teams, and capture and detain 2 lone guards posted there. Travis's team continues to scan the building while another member Ward watches the cameras. They get to the shipping yard where they come upon a lone container with the image of a scorpion printed on it. Ward suddenly spots gangsters coming in from all angles and soon Travis and his team are fired upon by high-powered rifles. The team take cover and return fire and a brutal gunfight erupts. 1 DEA agent is pinned down by gunfire and crapping his pants, so SWAT member Sophia rushes over to him and kills a gangster about to kill him. They try to get to cover, but Sophia ends up getting hit. Phil runs to rescue her and ends up taking a bullet but claims that it's nothing. The SWAT team's training begins to show and soon the gangsters begin to fall one by one. SWAT member Chu manages to ambush one gangster and take him down. When the team gathers, they are shocked to see the man wearing a bomb strapped to his body. Sophia calls out over the comms and the team rush over to see that Phil took a fatal hit and has died. The DEA agents gather around the container when suddenly a gangster appears with a rocket launcher and fires on them, killing them. Before he can fire again, Travis manages to shoot the man, killing him. With the 2 agents dead, the SWAT team opens the container, but are shocked to see a large man tied by the arms by chains, and a massive scorpion tattoo on his back. Travis reaches out to Ellen and due to the DEA agent being killed, she is sending transport to bring the prisoner back to their headquarters until they can figure out what is going on. We then meet Lars, a wealthy and dangerous man, who is on his way to Seattle as the container holding the strange man was supposed to be passed over to him. He then gets a call from an unknown man, informing that the strange man named Scorpion has been captured and demands $50 million for his return. Lars is determined to fact-check this strange man and to ensure he captures Scorpion as he lost him once before. Travis and the SWAT convoy pull up to their headquarters, unloading the gangster who was wearing the vest named Diego, and also Scorpion, who has not said a word since being found. Travis goes to confront Ellen about the wrong intel and losing Phil, but she doesn't take responsibility and blames the DEA. She also stops Travis from interrogating either Diego or Scorpion and orders him to sit tight until they hear from top brass. Lars and his assistant arrive in Seattle to the home of a young hacker named Nicholas, who was able to pull up the video footage of the raid on the shipping yard and has found out where Scorpion is being held. Lars then orders him to trace the last number that called him as he wants to know who the strange man is. Travis and Sophia go to meet with their IT guy Elson, who is chatting on the phone about some sort of remote access bug on his system but thinks nothing of it. He has pulled up background details on Diego and finds out he is a lieutenant of the Sao Paulo Locos but can find nothing on Scorpion. Travis suggests that he try to get some intel from the government database and do some hacking if he has to. Travis then decides to go against Ellen's wishes and talk to the prisoners. Sophia goes to interrogate Diego, wanting to know who Scorpion really is, but Diego simply tells her that he is the devil, and begins to mutter nervously that Scorpion said this would happen. Suddenly, Diego begins to smash his head against the table, until he finally impales his head on a notch on the table. Meanwhile, Travis goes to speak with Scorpion but can get no answers from him when he hears the commotion and run to see Diego dead. Travis returns to Scorpion, now determined to know what is going on. Instead, Scorpion tells him calmly that they do not have much time, as everything that happened earlier that day was planned. He explains that men posing as the feds will soon arrive to take him. Scorpion urges him to not let the men take him and in return, he will help Travis and his team survive the hell that is soon to come. Travis returns to talk with Ellen and immediately learns that FBI agents have arrived for Scorpion. Travis gets suspicious, not sure what to believe but does not reveal what he knows to Ellen. Travis goes to talk with the 2 agents who introduce themselves as Agent Franklin and Agent Cox, who are eager to get Scorpion. On their way to the holding cell, Travis realizes that the agents are not carrying issued weapons and give vague answers about Scorpion and what he has done. Travis reveals that he knows that they are not FBI and the men try pulling their weapons but Travis is fast and manages to disarm them both. Travis is able to dispatch Cox, but Franklin almost manages to end Travis until 2 SWAT members stop him. Travis returns to Scorpion's cell only to be ambushed by the big guy, who is very skilled and fast. Travis summons all his training and is able to hold his own for a while, but Scorpion's strength overpowers him and he gets knocked down and held at gunpoint. Instead of shooting him though, Scorpion returns his gun to him, telling him to trust him. 2 SWAT team members return to the room and put Scorpion back into custody and he goes willingly. Travis returns to Ellen to tell her about what Scorpion knew, and reveals that Scorpion is not even in the FBI database. Ellen wants them to stick to protocol, but Travis has had enough of protocol and urges Ellen to think like a cop. Ellen finally gives in and allows them to openly interrogate Scorpion. He still refuses to say his name, saying that it is for the SWAT team's protection. So Travis tries to deduce who Scorpion is based on his tattoo and think that he is special ops with info in his head that very powerful people want. Seeing that he could have escaped at any time, he needs the SWAT team's protection from his enemies. Scorpion admits that he is special ops turned spy, who infiltrated the most powerful organizations around the globe. At Nicholas's apartment, he is able to get a location from where the call originated, which turns out to be the SWAT team headquarters. At that same time, Scorpion reveals to Travis that someone from his team is a double agent. Travis then decides to suit up and move Scorpion to another location but orders Sophia to not inform the other team members. He tells her to stay put, also refusing to tell her where he plans to move Scorpion to for her own protection. Scorpion is not fond of the idea of being moved, but complies with Travis and allows himself to be zip-tied. A few SWAT guys see him and report it to Ellen, and soon after, Lars gets a call from the unknown person telling them about the plan to move Scorpion, and he has Nicholas hack the building's security cameras to hide a sniper he has sent out. Travis loads Scorpion into the back of a van, not seeing a sniper setting up nearby. As they drive out, Travis barely avoids a shot which flips the van. Another van of masked men pulls up and begins to cut into the van, allowing Scorpion to cut his zip ties. The men try rushing the van, but some heavy strikes from Scorpion takes them down one by one and he sends the last goon's jaw to the nether realm, much to Lars' anger. Elson tries calling for backup, but Lars has hacked the comms and soon a convoy of more vans begin approaching. Travis recovers from the crash and he and Scorpion haul ass to take cover, just as an army of men open fire on them with machine guns. The other SWAT members suit up and jump into action to return fire and manage to hit a few guys. A van then pulls up, and a man wielding a Gatling opens fire on them, killing one officer and sending the others running back into the building. Elson then initiates a full lockdown of the building and security shutters lock them inside away from the men at the moment. Nicholas is unable to access the shutters, so Lars orders him to kill the power to the building as he has a plan to get inside. The team enter the building and Ellen suddenly holds Scorpion at gunpoint, accusing him of bringing this mess to them, like she wasn't the one who had him brought to the compound. Travis talks her out of it, when the lights suddenly go out, leaving them blind and dark with not even cell phone reception. They then hear a phone ringing and it is Lars, declaring that he has them entirely surrounded with no backup on its way. He demands that they hand over Scorpion and he will leave immediately, but Travis refuses. Lars then speaks to Scorpion directly, telling him to save the people and hand himself over, but Scorpion also refuses. Lars tries to tell Travis that Scorpion is a liar and not to believe him, but Travis again denies his request. Lars's assistant then reveals that they have information on every single SWAT member's families, and threatens to start attacking families if they don't comply. The team is hesitant, but Scorpion surprisingly agrees to step out if they promise not to go after the SWAT team. Once Lars hangs up, Scorpion tells the team that he will step out, but he will not surrender, planning to take on Lars's army by himself. The team is split between deciding to let Scorpion stay or to save their families and let him leave. Travis then comes up with a plan. Lars has wrapped up with business with Nicholas, revealing that he and Scorpion used to be partners, but Scorpion betrayed him and now he hardly trusts anyone, subtly threatening Nicholas to keep his mouth shut. Travis explains his plan. He wants to lure the mini-army into the courtyard where they can ambush them by letting them think that they are handing over Scorpion, and despite the team thinking that the plan is risky, Travis explains that they have no choice if they want to make it out alive. The team and Scorpion agree to the plan and Scorpion requests massive firepower if they are going to be successful. The team begin to grab weapons from the armory and also find a stash of walkie-talkies that they can use to communicate among themselves. Scorpion gets changed into military gear, then they dress up the dead Agent Cox in the orange outfit and prop him up. Travis gives the team a pep talk and they set out. Meanwhile, Elson is still worried that the plan might not work. The SWAT members take up their positions at the windows and Ward is suspiciously late, claiming that he was on the wrong comms. Scorpion gives the go-ahead and Elson raises a lone shutter to the rear entrance and all the gangsters begin rushing the building. Just before the SWAT team launches their attack, an unknown person gives away their position to Lars, who figures they're heading into a trap and pulls his men back. Meanwhile, Ward reveals himself to be the traitor and cuts Franklin loose. He plans to cut the power to the mainframe so that Lars and his men can enter, but hearing this, Franklin suddenly kills him just as Ellen shows up and shoots at him. Franklin takes Ward's gun and returns fire before escaping. Travis shows up and the two go searching for Franklin, guns drawn, and see a trail of blood he left behind. Franklin manages to cut power to the mainframe before Travis can find him, and the shield stopping the men from entering all begin to rise. Ellen and Travis are ambushed by Franklin and he and Ellen sort of duke it out, but Travis manages to recover and kill Franklin before he can strike Ellen. Lars gets a notification that Scorpion has a microchip and immediately sends in all his men, ordering them to kill Scorpion on sight. Travis and the team see the men and take off running, trying to get to a safe location, but get ambushed by the gangsters and an intense shootout ensues. One SWAT member gets killed and another gets hit in the neck, but blows herself up, killing the gangsters and covering the team's escape. Ellen is scanning the building when she gets ambushed by Lars' assistant. The two throw each other around and are in a stalemate when Lars knocks Ellen out. Travis and his team are being chased by men, when Scorpion shows up with a Gatling and wipes out the team of gangsters. Scorpion has found a way out of the building through a maintenance tunnel, but Travis decides to go look for Ellen instead. Scorpion decides to join him on the mission and the two begin to scan the building. Lars ambushes them and opens fire, but the two are able to make their escape. Lars goes after Scorpion and manages to hit him with a well-placed shot. Meanwhile, Travis is attacked by Lars' assistant, who uses a baton to get some strikes in. Scorpion runs out of bullets, but is able to avoid Lars' gunfire until he also runs out and the two face each other. The two begin a brutal trade of blows, with Lars taking advantage of Scorpion's wound and gaining the upper hand for a bit until Scorpion is able to throw him off, and finish Lars off with a powerful kick which impales him on a piece of steel. At the same time, Travis and Lars' assistant are still continuing their fight, which leads them out onto the roof, but Travis is able to avoid her last blow and throw her off the roof to her death. Travis goes to find Ellen, who was still passed out on the floor, who somehow just wakes up. Travis is expecting a rescue party at any moment and urges Scorpion to escape before the real feds arrive, but Scorpion thinks that he has had enough of running. He reveals that he has a microchip implanted in his tooth and hands it over to Travis. Travis then recalls how Ellen suggested that Scorpion may have a microchip and figures out that she is a traitor also. Ellen suddenly opens fire, hitting Scorpion and sending Travis running for cover before grabbing the chip. She goes looking for Travis and the two engage in a shootout before Ellen tries escaping. Travis chases after her into the nearby woods and almost loses her until Ellen ambushes him with a log. Ellen tries to quickly pin Travis and go for her gun, but Travis overpowers her and pins her down, telling her that it is over. Soon backup arrives and Ellen is taken into custody. Travis is summoned to identify Scorpion's body, but it turns out to be Cox again, dressed in his army outfit. But Travis confirms that it is Scorpion before leaving with a smile. Remember to turn on notifications, so you can watch more movie recaps like this. Thanks for watching.